so clear with Gill windows. Your home deserves the very best, that's what we give to you. When it comes to vinyl windows, no need to be confused. We manufacture in Wyoming, build them all right here. 'Cause we know the climate, suddenly it's all so clear with Gill windows.
Let's go through her numbers, shall we? 7 of 11 field goal percentage, 6 of 8 from beyond the arc, 4-4 from the line. That's pretty good. So Bowdoin had 24 points in 20 minutes. Maddie Kaufman chipped in with 10 points, 8 points for Jardine, and then Jordan Jones had 6 points and 4 rebounds and 2 assists. So Cheyenne East all over Rock Springs, and
it was that just strong start out of the box for Cheyenne East. Again, Bowdoin, what she was able to do, again, those 3-pointers, again, there was a point in time, I do believe, whether it was the first or second, again, she couldn't miss. She was just hitting three-pointer after three-pointer after three-pointer.
She had 5 straight at one point.
Yeah, again, she was unbelievable. Carried that Cheyenne East team to the decisive victory over Rock Springs without a doubt. Again, whether it was offense, defense as well, too, she really stepped it up. So, again, kind of giving her a nod as a player of the game here in this quarterfinal matchup between Cheyenne East, Lady Thunderbirds, and Rock Springs Lady Tigers, where, again, Cheyenne East wins decisively. Again, we'll move on to the semifinals to meet up with Natrona County coming up again 6 p.m. Again, start time, tentative start time over there at the Ford Wyoming Center. Again, we will have that game for you here coming up on 1480 KRAE. For Rock Springs, again, they will move over into the consolation, at least championship side of the bracket. Again, they will play at 10:30 tomorrow against Cheyenne Central. Lady Indians versus Lady Tigers in that matchup. Do want to stand corrected as well, too, in that consolation at least bracket as well for both Cheyenne Central or for Rock Springs. You lose that contest, your season is officially over. But again, you could say at least you made it to the state tournament. It again played up until at least Friday's action. So, but it is what it is. And again, a big contest coming up for both Cheyenne squads on the girls' side. Again, for the Lady Indians, again, trying to pick up that championship on the consolation side. And again, for Cheyenne East to remain undefeated. Again, a Cheyenne East team that's flirting with destiny, flirting with history of, again, running the table for a perfect season with another championship.
Incredible what they've done this year, 26-0. Now you have the Rock Springs Tigers facing the Cheyenne East boys. We'll preview that matchup here in a moment. Let's take a 2-minute break. This is high school basketball coverage of the state tournament on 1480 KRAE.
At Fat Boys Tire and Auto, our business is about more than just selling tires and fixing cars. We believe in faith, family, and community. The Fat Boys family has been serving Wyoming and Nebraska for over 50 years, and 3 generations later, our values have never changed. When you need tires or auto repairs, find the Fat Boys, and we'll treat you like family. Fat Boys Tire and Auto in Cheyenne, Laramie, Scottsbluff, and Wheatland. Get price quotes and schedule service at fatboystires.com.
What it is. We are back as we're about 10 minutes away. Chris, again, we've been dealing with this since August, so welcome to 1480 KRAE. But here we are again as we size up again. We move on from girls action in the quarterfinals. Again, Cheyenne Central losing, Cheyenne East winning. Here we go for the Cheyenne East boys in the Mountain A contest. As again, there will be one more game coming up after this one wraps up here at Casper College to end an 8-game series here for the quarterfinals of Class 4A. East versus Rock Springs in a 2-versus-3 matchup. 2-seeded Cheyenne East coming out of the East, 3-seeded out of the West, Rock Springs. But as we kind of alluded to in that girls contest with the Lady Thunderbirds and Lady Tigers, this is an interesting 3-seed Rock Springs team that struggled through the regular season, got hot at the right time as we're talking about. But again, it might be another uphill climb for this Rock Springs team, another Rock Springs team to upset and take down Cheyenne East.
And when I talked to Rusty, which you'll hear that interview here pretty soon, when I talked to him about his team overlooking Rock Springs, they're very businesslike, and he had a businesslike answer. This team's not overlooking Rock Springs.
No.
They know they got to handle business tonight. And they know Rock Springs has biter, and have some talent inside, and you have to handle your P's and Q's. and they're not going to worry about Rock Springs having just 5 wins on the year. And I just think we might have a mirror of the last game with these 2 teams and how they play. But this Cheyenne East team, it's very interesting. Again, at 9 o'clock tonight, after this one, they play Riverton and Sheridan. So they're going to play the winner of that game. That's 2 interesting opponents for Cheyenne East in a semifinal round. Kind of a tough road to that state championship game. So you figure you like the draw to have Rock Springs round 1. You're like, hey, that's a good draw, right?
Yeah.
But then you're going to face either Riverton, a 1 seed from the west, and a Sheridan team that's a 4 seed from the east. But Sheridan's probably the top. They're probably a top 4 seed.
Well, and again,
in general.
And Sheridan, though, again, is a team that is beatable, especially away from Sheridan. We saw that, again, myself, and also to Grant Storbo when we saw Sheridan come on down to the Fieldhouse, take on Cheyenne Central on the boys' side. Hey, Sheridan was a top dog team. Again, I do believe at that point they had about 1 or 2 losses. It was, oh, no, here we go. Sheridan should take full control over Cheyenne Central on the boys' side. Tag Lane squad got the victory, slowed them down, and I think that's the key thing here for Cheyenne East, for the Thunderbirds. If you can slow down, again, if they do match up with Sheridan, again, as we're getting ahead of ourselves again, we still have this contest. And again,
Riverton's gotten better as years gone on.
That's very true, but again, if it is Cheyenne East versus Sheridan, which again is going to be a phenomenal matchup in that semifinal, if it does happen, you got to find a way to slow down that team. As we size up here, this at least quarterfinal matchup, again, not knowing much about this Rock Springs squad, I think if Cheyenne East can look to their lady counterpart with the Lady Thunderbirds, see what they did to the Lady Tigers, kind of put up where, again, you put the full court press on them, you put a pressure. Again, we saw how many double teams that you mentioned on the inside, denying those at least inside entry opportunities for this Tigers team. I think Cheyenne East should win, and if they do that, win probably pretty comfortably, if that playbook is kind of executed very well here by the Thunderbirds.
The only way this team, the only way Rock Springs stays in it is if Cheyenne East mentally didn't take this team seriously, or if they're looking ahead. That to me is, and I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
But that's the only way, because skill-wise, Cheyenne East should, well, let's see. Look, Chris, what happened back on January 7th when these 2 teams met? Somebody's asking out there.
Need to do a Wayne's World doodle,
Oh, my gosh.
The way back.
Find the clip, someone, and hook that somewhere so we can use that tomorrow. Anyway, well, you ask me, hey, Cheyenne East, Rock Springs, what happened the first time? Okay, January 7th, 65-36. Cheyenne East won that game. I don't think much has changed since January 7th with these 2 teams, if I'm being real.
And again, that was a matchup of part of that, at least Cheyenne Invitational early on, again, hosted again. For Rock Springs, the issue as well, too, for the Tigers is, again, it was a long road trip all the way out here. Again, you kind of wonder that time spent on the bus, even though, again, they've had opportunity to kind of work around, get kind of loose up there, but, again, what's kind of the mental state? What are the legs kind of, at least shape-wise right now, on those long trips to get out here to Casper for Rock Springs? And also, too, for Rock Springs on the Tiger side, again, they're human. They are teenagers out there, again, for this Tiger squad. They look up and see what Cheyenne East has been able to do this season. You kind of wonder if, they kind of, at least, not so much overlook, but kind of worry, how do we take down this Thunderbirds team? Kind of get in their own minds, so to speak.
Interesting to see how this game starts. I'm ready for it.
Wow.
We're going to tip off here pretty soon. We got to get to that interview in a moment. Let's take a 2-minute break here on 1480 KRAE. Up next, I will chat with Rusty Horsley. I believe we have that interview correct.
No, you already did that on air.
Oh,
I don't.
Oh,
it's been
it was
a long.
during half. I thought we pre-recorded. No, that was Kirkbride.
That was live.
I'm mixed up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It has been a long day, clearly.
Let's talk. Let's continue to talk then for a little bit.
Yeah,
shall
we certainly can. Again, as here we are in quarterfinal action. Again, Class 3A in action in their state tournament happening over at the Ford Wyoming Center right now. Again, no teams, unfortunately. Again, Burns on the girls and boys side from Laramie County. Again, did not make it. Unfortunately, again, they fell short in their regional tournament that they hosted out there in Burns, Wyoming. So, again, here for Laramie County, again, it is Cheyenne East, both boys and girls, Cheyenne Central to cheer on here in this state tournament. Again, so far we know East High, the Lady Thunderbirds, moving on to the semifinals. Hopefully we'll have a Cheyenne East sweep here with this boys squad getting it done here against Rock Springs. Quarterfinal action. Here it is. This is, again, why you play all those regular season games for opportunities like this. And, again, not to overlook Rock Springs, but we have seen those teams with, again, those where they haven't really done, at least kind of really haven't showcased their talents in the regular season. They step up in the state tournament, though, and we've seen those upsets kind of pulled off one or a couple times before.
What's interesting about today, there hasn't been an upset. Has there?
No, I think everything, again, both
that?
Thunder Basins.
It was a chalk day.
Thunder Basins got it done, I do believe.
Interview with Rusty Horsley next. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. We're going to take a break, though.
Yeah, let's take that 2-minute timer. Give you a chance to, again, get filled up with some Mountain Dew, get that brain active.
Here we go. Apparently, I don't know who I interviewed and when I interviewed him.
Yeah, it was at halftime.
It was at halftime, yeah.
Right.
I knew I shouldn't have had those funky Colorado brownies before I came on air with you. That's my fault. They said that they were just normal brownies.
You are contracted labor, so again, FCC, he does not officially employed with us, so it is what it is.
Hey, I'm straight edge, people. Come on. They know I'm, that's why it's funny.
That is, well, you know.
Anyway,
it is what it is.
We'll see you in 2 minutes.
Myself,
East.
Nick
Rock
Proietti,
Springs
Chris
coming
Brintle.
up.
Yeah, coming up 2 minutes after this. You're listening to High School Hoops State Tournament action here live on 1480 KRAE.
At Fat Boys Tire and Auto, our business is about more than just selling tires and fixing cars. We believe in faith, family, and community. The Fat Boys family has been serving Wyoming and Nebraska for over 50 years, and 3 generations later, our values have never changed. When you need tires or auto repairs, find the Fat Boys, and we'll treat you like family. Fat Boys Tire and Auto in Cheyenne, Laramie, Scottsbluff, and Wheatland. Get price quotes and schedule service at fatboystires.com.
The performance is amazing with the new 2022 Kia Stinger. I'm AJ Miller for Kia of Cheyenne. Revamped inside and out for 2022, the new Kia Stinger comes standard with a 300 horsepower turbocharged engine, driver assistance technologies, 10-inch touchscreen, and heated front seats. The 2022 Kia Stinger has available 10-speaker premium audio and plenty of other options. Come into Kia of Cheyenne, call 775-0123 or go to kiaofcheyenne.com. We'll make it easy.
LCCC is for traditional and non-traditional students, virtual learners, first-time students, and professionals seeking a new path. With accessible, affordable learning opportunities and coursework designed to guide students toward a successful career, LCCC is where you find the confidence and learn the skills to turn what you think you can do into what you know you can accomplish. And where pathways merge, we're a community of learners and achievers. There's a path for everyone here. Find yours.
Hey guys. He's not wearing anything.
What? Hi, I'd like to order a hot chocolate, please. What? Are you...
All right, time for your starting lineups. First for Rock Springs, Brock Biter, the 6'3 senior, averages 11.4 points, 2.4 assists per game. He's the number 17 scorer in Wyoming. Also, Javon Newman, a 5'9 sophomore, will get the start, averaging 4.5 points per contest. Ethan Wiley, the 5'8 senior, averaging 3.2 per game. Trenton Butcher, the 6'3 junior, will start, averaging 4 points, 3.5 boards per game. And Isaac Shainfeld, the 6'6 senior, committed to play football for the University of Wyoming. He averages 9.5 points, 7 boards per game. Again, that's Biter, Newman, Wiley, Butcher, Shainfeld for Rock Springs. They're the 4th seed from the West. They're 5-21 on the year. They're led in by head coach Bill Rosette. This is a young team with just 3 total seniors. Now for Cheyenne East, starting lineup there, 20-5 coming in. They are the 2 seed from the East. They're 7-3 against ranked opponents from Wyoming. Getting the start, Garrett Schlabs, a 6' junior, averaging close to 9 points per game. That 6 assists he averages is number 2 in the state. Drew Jackson, the super sophomore, 6 foot. He's going to be a star in the state. He already is. He averages 15 points, 4.4 boards, 2.4 steals per game. He's the number 6 scorer in Wyoming. Xander Hardy, the 6' senior, averaging 7 points, 3 boards per game, will get the start. Kaiser Jolly, the 6'6 junior, averaging 8.5 points and close to 10 rebounds per game. He's number 2 in rebounds. And Coulter McAnally, he's going to play baseball for the Utah Utes in a couple of years. He averages 9 points, 6 points, and rebounds per game. So Coulter McAnally at the start, Kaiser Jolly at the start, Xander Hardy, Drew Jackson, and Garrett Slabs. Tip-off here moments away. Cheyenne East in their home white uniforms, East across the chest in powder blue outlined in black. Powder blue numerals outlined in black for East. For Rock Springs, they have the road black uniforms, Tigers across the chest in orange numerals. Red and orange trim down each side of the shorts.
Game 3 of 3 here in the quarterfinals. East versus Rock Springs. Chance to move on to the semifinals. Again, 4 8-minute quarters here coming up in this contest.
They'll jump midcourt on the Casper College insignia. It is a Thunderbird in gray, red, and black. Jolly did jump right in the middle against Schoenfeld, and here we go. Tip controlled by Rock Springs. They'll move it left to right. It's a state tournament. It's do or die here at the campus of Casper College. Newman with the basketball across the timeline is going to lob a pass on the far end to Trenton Butcher. Butcher with it out front left, guarded closely by McAnally to Schoenfeld. Schoenfeld back to the bucket, spins on the elbow, will kick it back out to Bider. Bider fires a pass into Newman, right low block layup, front rim short. Schoenfeld gets the offensive rebound, fades away from 10, front rim short. Coulter McAnally snags the rebound. Here comes Cheyenne East. First possession for the T-Birds. Slabs, lob pass inside, reverse layup, misses badly, and the rebound goes to Rock Springs. Ethan Wiley across the timeline between the rings. He'll bounce it near side Newman, right side wing. Newman jab steps, gets a couple of screens, pulls up, elevates for a jumper from the far side elbow, airballs it out of bounds, and we're going back to Cheyenne East.
Again, it's just a repeat of what we've seen in the previous 2 contests. Again, that early filling out process. Trying to understand what defenses are going to be tossed out there by both squads. Scoreless here, 7 minutes remaining in the first.
Schlabs with his Ninja Turtle green shoes on. Cross-court pass over to Jackson, right side wing. Elevates a high jumper right there, off balance. Back iron strong. The rebound gathered in by Butcher. Here comes Rock Springs in a scoreless game. 6:44 left, opening quarter. Newman across the timeline between the circles. Bounce past Schoenfeld, back to the bucket. He squares up with his black shoes with the orange trim. He gives and goes, finds Bider, free throw line jumper, front rim short. Rebound Cheyenne East, Coulter McAnally. Here come the T-Birds. Jackson directing traffic right corner over to Coulter. They swing it to the top of the key, Hardy. Hardy drives right side of the lane, kicks it back to Slabs. Slabs in the red paint, mid-post area. A floater bounces off the back iron and then through the nets. First points of the game for the T-Birds. They lead 2-0. 6:13 to play first quarter. Here's Bider out front left. He finds Newman. They swing at Butcher, far side. Trenton jab steps in the corner. Bounces it Wiley. Wiley works to the elbow. Back out Butcher. Butcher gives it to Bider. Bider with it, far side corner with a waist-high right-handed dribble. Rock Springs trying to find something inside. It's not there. Schoenfeld posting up. Butcher fires a pass, stolen by Jackson. Jackson drives, attacking the goal in the middle of the red paint, and he scoops it in with the right hand. 4-0. T-Birds lead by 4. 5:39 to play opening quarter.
Yeah, Cheyenne East starting to feel it a little bit on the offense side. Great steal right there, transition, easy basket. 4-0 lead for Cheyenne East.
Newman will bounce it top of the circle. They're swinging around the perimeter, left side wing to Wiley. Ethan with it, triple threat position. He fires to a cutter, bounces at Schoenfeld, fades away from the elbow, far side, and he nails it. Isaac Schoenfeld, Wyoming football commit, averages 9.5 points, 7 boards per game, has his first 2. 4-2 T-Birds trying to answer his Slabs. He's at the foul line, a floater bounces in off the front iron. 6-2, Cheyenne East up 4, approaching 5 minutes to play opening quarter.
As now we go back and forth between the offenses. Again, Rock Springs getting their first points.
A near steal there by Slabs, and it's going to bounce out of bounds right by Rusty Horsley on the near side on the east bench. Rock Springs maintains possession. 6-2.
6-2 advantage, 4:55 remaining.
Here's a drive to the basket. Brock Bider, a beautiful finger roll as he scores it over Hardy. 6-4, Rock Springs within 2. Now Drew Jackson out of control, driving baseline, and he traveled with the basketball.
So first turnover by Cheyenne East. Ball out to Rock Springs, who trails by 2 right now. Both teams' offenses really starting to spark here in the first quarter.
6-4, T-Birds on top, 4:44 to play opening quarter. Here's Wiley across the Casper College insignia midcourt. Sends it to the near side to Schoenfeld. Schoenfeld works around the perimeter, top of the key, gives off to Wiley behind him. Wiley will swing it over the top to Bider, high right. Bider fans back, elevates for the tray. Side rim short, and a rebound is gathered in by Jolly. Here comes Cheyenne East, leading 6-4. Hardy driving left side of the lane, kicks out McAnally. McAnally with his white headband on in the mid-post area in the red paint. And he scoops and scores it as he jumps high, and he got it in with the left hand. 8-4. T-Birds up 4, 4:14 to play opening quarter.
First points of the evening there for Coulter McAnally.
Here's Newman with it, left side wing. Sends it to Bider. They swing it around the perimeter quickly to Ethan Wiley. Wiley back to Newman, top of the circle to Schoenfeld, left side. Schoenfeld guarded at a distance, and now a whistle away from the ball, and it is going to be on Newman. Now entering the contest for Rock Springs is Fagel and Hudson Conrad.
First foul going against the Tigers, as that one will go against Newman. He'll pick up his first foul.
Just under 4 minutes left first quarter, 8-4 Cheyenne East. Here's Schlaps to McAnally at the elbow. He squares up at the foul line. He'll bounce it inside Jolly. Jolly, short corner left. Spins over his right shoulder, spins back over his left shoulder. He hangs up there, throws it up. Nobody's hitting foul. And that's going to be 2 shots coming up here for Kaiser Jolly, the 6'6 junior. Kaiser, the number 2 rebounder in the state. He averages 8.5 points, 9.7 boards per game. Nick?
Second foul going against the Tigers there, as that foul will go against Thomas, his first.
First shot, Jolly rolls in. 9-4, T-Birds on top, 3:41 to play first quarter. Nathan Mirich checks in for the first time for Cheyenne East. One more for Jolly. He exhales after taking a deep breath. The black shoes, the white socks. Wide stance of the line, throws up the second. All net for Jolly. 10-4, Cheyenne East on top by 6. Nick, it's danger time right now for Rock Springs. I know you're only down 6, but the wheels could fall off quickly.
Yeah, you got to keep them in if you want to compete with the Cheyenne East team. So again, for Rock Springs, got to get a critical basket here.
And now Fagel at the foul line tries to find a cutter, and no one was there as he bounces it out of bounds. It looked like that time Newman was supposed to zig, and he zagged. 10-4, Cheyenne East up 6, 3:23 left in the first.
Couple of subs in for the Tigers. It looks like one Joey Stoffer in for Rock Springs.
Here's Jackson, jump pass. Jolly, short corner left on the baseline. Back out Jackson. Super sophomore, averaging 15 a game. Beautiful crossover to his left. Drives under the basket. Jump pass out to Hardy, right corner to Mirich. Deep, top of the key tray from 26. Back iron strong. The rebound gathered in by Schoenfeld. Schoenfeld up the floor to Bider. Bider with a man trailing. Layup missed it. Hardy snags it off the rim.
Point blank layup. You can't miss those.
Now Jolly tries to find Jackson. He traveled with the basketball. And he yells at the official. He says, I passed it.
It'll be a turnover by Cheyenne East. Ball out to Rock Springs, who trails by 6 points. 2:49 remaining here in the first quarter. And Cheyenne East coming out strong here on both the offense and defense.
Schoenfeld will lob a pass into Bider. Leaping interception by Schlabs. Schlabs up the floor. No look pass. Jolly finger roll right hand. Bounces off the side rim. He gets his own rebound. He puts it back high off the glass and through the nets. 10-4 Cheyenne East. Now extends that lead to 8 with 2:25 to play in the opening quarter. Here's Stoffer with it, top of the key to Schoenfeld, high right. Schoenfeld has the basketball, resting on his right hip. Now sends it to Fagel. Fagel works his way high right. Fagel with the yellow and white shoes sends it back to Bider. Bider's got to score a lot in this one if Rock Springs is going to have a shot. And now we have a whistle and a foul underneath the basket. 2:09 left opening quarter, 12-4. Cheyenne East an 8-point advantage here against Rock Springs.
As that foul will go against Cheyenne East, it will be the team's first foul. As that one will go against Jolly, he'll pick up his first foul.
Schoenfeld lobs a pass to Fagel. It is tipped, nearly picked. Fagel comes up with it. Finds Bider, far side corner. Bider works around the perimeter with a jump pass to Fagel, right corner. He'll bounce it Thomas. Thomas inside the foul line. Now sends it on the far side, driving baseline and spinning his Bider over to Schoenfeld. A fadeaway elbow jumper, bounces off the front iron. Rebound is gathered in by Coulter McAnally. McAnally with it, right side wing. Shovels it behind him to Schlabs. No look past Mirich, top of the circle. Mirich works it to the elbow, bounces at McAnally. McAnally spins it back out. Mirich, deep corner tray from the near side, missed everything. But an offensive board by Colgan, and Cheyenne East another opportunity. Jackson holds the basketball with one hand behind his hip. 1:27 to play first quarter, 12-4 Cheyenne East. Mirich with it between the cylinders. He swings it onto the near side to Schlabs. Now to McAnally, left side wing. To the top of the circle, Colgan over to Schlabs. He'll bounce it in. Jackson, left low block, turnaround jumper, hangs, and he hits. 14-4, Cheyenne East has built its lead to double figures. It's our largest lead of the game thus far. Here's Schoenfeld, high post. Squares up, finds Bider, deep left wing tray, got it.
First points in quite some time there for Rock Springs. A big-time three, a much-needed three for the Tigers.
Well, they went on a 5.5-minute drought scoring. You're exactly right. Mirich driving to the elbow. Kicks out McAnally high left. McAnally back to Jackson out front right far side. 42 seconds to play first quarter. 14-7. Cheyenne East with the advantage. Mirich jump pass on the near side to Jackson. He spins it back to Mirich. They whip it around to Schlab. Zone defense here for Rock Springs. And with Cheyenne East, you got to hit a couple threes and they'll present from the zone and then they can run man. But Rock Springs might not come out of that zone again. We'll see. 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. 14-7. T-Birds on top. They get in the middle to McAnally, but McAnally will send it right back outside. East will save for the last shot. Here's Mirich with 10 seconds left. He steps up to Jackson with 6 seconds left. Out front left on the Foss Motor sign. 3 seconds. Mirich, a deep tray from 30, straight on, front rim short. And a rebound gathered in by Rock Springs. That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, Cheyenne East leads Rock Springs 14-7. Everything on the line tonight on the campus at Casper College. We'll talk in 60 seconds.
She shoots, she scores. It's nothing but net for your family dinner tonight at Two Doors Down. Two Doors Down is perfect for the active family with an expanded menu featuring Cheyenne's favorite gourmet burgers served with bottomless fries to your favorite platters, pastas, pizzas, salads, a full kids menu, and much, much more. It's Two Doors Down. For a complete menu and specials, go to twodoorsdown.net. Two Doors Down, 118 East 17th Street. Flippin' great burgers since 2009.
Wyoming owned and operated since 1971, Burns Insurance is Wyoming's right choice for your insurance needs. Burns Insurance is a trusted choice, full-service, independent insurance agency offering a full range of commercial, agricultural, and personal insurance products through many national and regional carriers. Let our friendly, experienced agents help you find the right product at the right price for your asset protection. Buy the policy, get the agent at Burns Insurance, your right choice. Find Burns Insurance on Facebook or at burnsia.com.
As we are back here at Casper College, Cheyenne East leads 14-7, start of the second quarter here. And again, it was a well-executed first quarter for Cheyenne East, both offense and defense.
Jackson with it right side corner, lobs it to McAnally high right. They swing it to Slabs, top of the key. Slabs back to Jackson. Jackson jab steps, pulls up from 18 from the far baseline, and it bounces in off the side iron. The super sophomore Drew Jackson scores it, and Cheyenne East extends the lead to 9, 16-7. Drew, the number 6 scorer in the state of Wyoming.
Speaking of the number 6, that is his 6th point. He leads the Cheyenne East team. And 16-7 advantage Thunderbirds.
Butcher with the basketball, high left. Waist high right-handed dribble. Gives off to Newman between the rings. Newman guarded by Jackson. Newman fans back with his black and orange shoes. Pulls up from the far elbow from 16. Back iron strong. A rebound gathered in by Hardy. Here comes Cheyenne East on the run. Schlabs with the left side wing, little hop skip move. Back to Hardy, top of the circle. Hardy drives left side of the lane, kicks out Colter McAnally. He'll shuffle it back to Schlabs. Schlabs works with a between the legs dribble to his right. Spin pivot pass back to McAnally, back to Garrett, who swings it far side. Jackson, right side wing, under 7 minutes left, second quarter. Lob pass into Hardy, short corner left. He jump passes it outside Schlabs as they whip it around the perimeter, and we have a foul call. It's on Rock Springs.
That'll be the third whistle called against the Tigers here in the first half. As that foul looks like will go against Newman. He'll pick up his second foul.
Shanefield in for Rock Springs, by the way. Stauffer in as well. Here's Slabs between the cylinders. Sends it to Jackson out front right far side. Jackson, the black and orange shoes into McAnally, left low block. He'll bounce it outside to Xander. Now Xander spins on the lane, looking around. He sends it back. Jolly will whip it to Jackson, top of the key, drives left side of the lane in the red paint. He scoops and he scores it high off the glass. Beautiful move by Jackson. He's got 8, 18-7. Cheyenne East up 11 with 6:12 to play in the second quarter. Here's Newman, lobs at Shanefield, fires to Butcher, right low block, double clutch layup off the glass, front rim though. Rebound McAnally. Rock Springs missing another point blank layup. And now McAnally's got it slithering down the right side of the lane. He hangs and he hits the teardrop off the glass and through the nets. And Cheyenne East is on a run here. They lead 20-7 with 5:57 to play here in the second quarter. You're listening to high school basketball on 1480 KRAE CN30.
Wyoming owned and operated since 1970.
30 years of service and care for Cheyenne and the surrounding area continues at Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service. Hi, this is Larry Proietti for cars in downtown Cheyenne. This is the only place I take my vehicle for service, be it just an oil change, timing belt, checking on my heating and air conditioning unit, and even to replace a burnt-out brake light bulb or worn-out windshield wipers. John and his staff are there to take care of most minor repairs. John is even a TechNet professional. What does that mean to you? He's one of the best when it comes to servicing your car or truck. Check out TechNetProfessional.com today. Open Monday through Friday at 604 West Lincoln Way, or call Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service for an appointment at 632-0498.
Point advantage, 5:57 to play
in
the second quarter.
To answer your question off air there, Chris, as for our games tomorrow, again in the semifinal round, we will be over at the Ford Wyoming Center. Again, that's where we will at least be set up, especially as we know in the girls' contest between Natrona County and Cheyenne East, 6 o'clock.
Rock Springs will have the ball. Bider with it, left side baseline. Stop and go move, driving on Hardy, jump hook, right hand, no. Shanefield tip in, no. It hit the front rim. Ball is loose, and on the deck with it is Trenton Butcher, and it's going to be a tie-up. Possession arrow to Rock Springs. They'll keep it.
5:39 remaining here in the second quarter. Chinese leading by 13.
Entry pass, Butcher baseline jumper from 18, got it. 20-9, Cheyenne East is up 11. 5:32 in the play in the second quarter. Here's Slabs left side wing. Cross court pass to Jackson. Jackson crosses to his right, then his left. Works his way to Slabs. Between the legs dribble. Back to the bucket in the high post. He'll kick it out to McAnally. McAnally top of the circle over to Slabs out front right. Slabs will bounce it to Coulter. Squares up. McAnally sends it to Jackson, near side wing. Jackson driving baseline. A jump pass under the basket. It's loose. It's tipped and intercepted by Shanefield. Shanefield up the floor. One-on-one with Slabs. Decides to pull it up. Got it hit. Now the ball is loose. Shanefield on his rear end, and he fires an intercepted pass to Slabs in the red paint. Slabs slices, dices to the hole, and scores it with the right hand. 22-9, Cheyenne East extends that lead back out. Under 5 to play in the second quarter. Another steal. Jackson's got it. He drives in the red paint and finger rolls it in with the right hand. And the wheels are coming off, Nick.
As that'll be the 10th point there for Drew Jackson, leads the team. And again, it has been a run here for Cheyenne East. 24-9 advantage for the Thunderbirds.
Here's Bider, right side wing. Bider guarded closely here by Slabs. Looks at the Shanefield, back to the bucket at the foul line. Shanefield, scoop shot, left hand, too strong off the glass. Bider knocks the rebound to Butcher, reverse layup. He got it off the glass and through the nets. 24-11. Cheyenne East lead down to 13. 4:07 to play before the halftime break. Here's Slabs with his Ninja Turtle green shoes on. I love those things. To Jackson, top of the key tray. Spins off the front iron. Rebound Shanefield. Here come the Tigers in their black uniforms with the orange trim.
Kind of a rare miss there for Drew Jackson. He's been on fire on the offensive side for the Thunderbirds.
The winner of this game will play the winner of the Sheridan-Riverton game immediately following. Here's a shot just inside the arc. Straight on. Nice shot, Brock Bider, as he nails it. 24-13, Rock Springs within 11. Also, the winner of this game plays at 9 tomorrow in the Final Four round. Here's Slabs. Leans in, drives to the red paint, kicks out Jackson open. Right wing tray, front rim short. Rebound tapped around. Shanefield's got it. Here comes Rock Springs, moving from left to right.
24-13, 3:15 remaining here before half. Cheyenne East again leading by at least 11.
Here's Bider, leans into the foul line. A floater, he got it. Nice shot by Brock Bider again. He's got 6, I believe. 24-15, Cheyenne East leads by 9. 3 minutes to play before the halftime break. Slabs getting to the hole, and we have a whistle and a foul. Slabs was fouled, so he'll go to the line here for 2 with 3 minutes to play.
4th whistle called against the Tigers here, as that one will go against Bider. He'll pick up his first foul.
That is Bider's first. Rock Springs 14 fouls. T-Birds 1. 3 minutes left before the half. Slabs at the line. Good season Slabs has had. First shot up front rim, no. Garrett, the 6-foot junior, averaging close to 9 points per game. He's number 2 behind Deacon Williams in assists, averaging 6.3. 76% foul shooter as he misses that first. He'll get it back. So Cheyenne East, the white uniforms, the powder blue and black trim. They got the powder blue checkers down each side. Second shot. Spins off the front rim. Rebound tapped around to Newman. Newman holds it at his abdomen with 2 hands. Here comes Rock Springs moving right to left. Newman has it between the circles. Bounces it with his right hand. Waist-high dribble. Sends it on to the near side, Trenton Butcher. Butcher looks around, fakes the pass in. Now jab steps, fires a pass to Brock Bider, out front left far side. Bider looking around. Crosses to his left, and he'll send it back to Newman. Newman works top of the key, driving right side of the lane. Wraparound pass tapped out of bounds by Jolly. The ball stays with Rock Springs. Well, Rock Springs here down 9 late in the first half. And they have an opportunity here. They hit a couple shots late in this half to irrigate momentum and hang around, Nick.
Yeah, without a doubt. Again, give credit to Rock Springs. Trying to keep within distance here of Cheyenne East.
Oh, that's a missed 3 right there by Newman from the right wing. A fight for the basketball. On the deck with it is Thomas, and a foul was called. So they didn't give Rock Springs the possession here.
As that will go against Cheyenne East. They'll pick up their second foul. As that one will go against, it looks like they're going to call that actually on Colgan. So Colgan will pick up his first foul.
Rusty Horsley on the near side wants an explanation from the official. The official looks exactly like former NFL quarterback and current color analysis on CBS, Trent Green. And that's the best way to describe the guy.
Maybe he's come out to Wyoming, need a little extra spare cash. I don't know. Or maybe he loves at least high school basketball. Maybe that is him. We've seen one NFL product here today.
We did. Trent Green had some good years with my Chiefs. That's beside the point. Here's Jolly, open, left wing Trey, spins off. Rebound Thomas, here comes Rock Springs trailing by 9. In the end, Rock Springs has to start making shots and getting better possessions on a higher level in this game. That's the reality of the situation. Here's Newman driving baseline. Kicks it at the top of the key. Conrad, top of the circle tray, Swish. Well, Rock Springs within a couple of possessions here. 24-18, T-Bird lead down to 6. 1:42 left in the second quarter.
Been an offensive run here for the Tigers as they're chipping away at the lead. Cheyenne East needs a basket desperately.
Jolly with it top of the circle. Didn't mean to cut you off there, partner. Mirich with it, left side wing. Swinging around Jackson. Jackson driving right baseline. Little scoop shot blocked out of bounds with authority. Dalton Thomas was having none of that. And now McAnally back in along with Slabs. 24-18, T-Birds up, 1:22 left, second quarter.
As the Rock Springs faithful that made the drive up here to Casper College, again getting enthused with that block.
Mirich on the inbound, deep left corner tray, spins off, it was halfway down. Mirich runs down his own board, had it at the elbow. Sends it on to Slabs, right side corner. Now to Hardy, top of the key, back to Slabs. Slabs will lob the ball inside. One dribble, Jolly throws it up. Front rim short, gets his own rebound, put back high off the glass. And through the net, Kaiser Jolly. 26-18 T-Birds.
Much needed basket there for Cheyenne East. Again, ends that scoring drought.
Here's Newman, left side wing. To Wiley, top of the key. Wiley was sending on the near side, Conrad. Now up the top of the key on the far side to Fagel. Fagel whips it around the perimeter. Thomas at the elbow to Fagel, open near wing Trey. He got it. That's a big shot there by the Tigers. So within 5, 26-21 T-Birds. 30 seconds left in the half. Here's Garrett Slabs, far side wing. Colter McAnally, top of the key. Now left wing to Mirich, back up Slabs between the circles. Rusty Horsley and Cheyenne East would not mind to hold this for the last shot. Rock Springs hanging around like a bunch of gnats here. A drive by Slabs in the red paint. Floater, no. Rebound, tip in on the offensive board. Kaiser Jolly got all nets. 28-21 T-Birds. 7 seconds to play here in the first half. Here's Stauffer, 3 seconds left around the perimeter. Bounces it. Newman with 1 second left. The deep corner tray, and it bounces off the glass and over. No good, and that is the end of the first half. Well, Rock Springs hanging around in this one, in this do-or-die game with everything on the line. We go to your halftime report when we come back. It is Cheyenne East 28, Rock Springs 21. You're listening to high school basketball on 1480 KRAE. See you in 3 minutes.
No matter what tomorrow brings, some things won't change, like Schwab's commitment to see the world through clients' eyes. That commitment is why Schwab is always here for their clients with clear guidance and committed service to help maintain focus on achieving long-term goals. So whatever happens today, Schwab remains invested in you. Visit schwab.com/Cheyenne to learn how Schwab is ready to help.
Proud supporters of our student athletes in Cheyenne and Laramie County is Cheyenne Pack and Chip at 3901 East Pershing Boulevard. Cheyenne Pack and Chip would like to extend a huge thank you to our community for your support to make their first year in business a success. So when you need something to be sent and packaged properly, let the experts at Cheyenne Pack and Chip handle the legwork and packaging for you. Like in all athletic events, it takes a team to be successful, and Jeff and his team at Cheyenne Pack and Chip always strives to be the best. Cheyenne Pack and Chip, 3901 East Pershing Boulevard.
Chick-fil-A at Windmill and Del Range across from Powers Field is a proud sponsor of our high school and LCCC student athletes. Chick-fil-A always offers 2 convenient drive-through lanes to pick up your order if you are on the go. Plus, they have an excellent dining room for the whole family. And remember to order ahead. Use the Chick-fil-A app on your phone. Stop into Chick-fil-A today, open Monday through Saturday, where you can enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Your home for the real chicken sandwich taste. Chick-fil-A, Windmill and Del Range. At First Tier Bank, we are proud to be a member of this great community and will always support all of our high school athletes. First Tier Bank takes great pride in sponsoring the live broadcast of the games and would like to wish all of our teams good luck. We share the credo with Newt Rockney when he said, "One man practicing sportsmanship is far better than 100 teaching it." It's all about the high school sports at First Tier Bank, 1508 Stillwater Avenue, Cheyenne. Visit Halliday Subaru in Cheyenne. At Halliday Subaru, you'll find one of the largest Subaru selections in Wyoming, always at low Halliday common sense prices, including the most popular Subaru models like Outback, Forester, and the Ascent. View lease and finance specials online at HallidaySubaru.com. Then visit Halliday Subaru, Westland Road, Motor City, Cheyenne. Experience the Halliday difference, the beginning of hassle-free driving. Are you a High West Energy member? Are you thinking about buying a new water heater? You could spend $1,300 on a gas-fired water heater, or you could spend $0 on a top-of-the-line electric water heater from High West Energy. That's right, $0. High West members can upgrade from gas to electric without spending a penny. Don't you wish all decisions were this easy? Go to highwestenergy.com to learn more, or call 307-245-3261.
21 Cheyenne East leading Rock Springs at the half here by 7 points. And, you know, got to give Rock Springs a little bit of credit here. Hanging around in this game, but it looked like Cheyenne East was going to run away with it, Nick. And I tell you what, though, in the end, like I said, Rock Springs is going to have to score more than 42 points. Why do I say 42 points? They have 21 at the half. They're going to have some sort of offensive explosion. I know they played better late in that second quarter offensively. But that's got to continue if they want any shot to come back in this ballgame.
Yeah, without a doubt. Give credit, though, to the Tigers as much as, again, cheering on for Cheyenne East. Again, we want the Thunderbirds to move on and win. But, again, that second quarter for Rock Springs, they took advantage. Again, they kind of found those open looks, hit a couple big-time three-point shots, had a bit of an offensive run there about midway through the second quarter. Cheyenne East struggled on the offense. Again, they were kind of stone cold for about a good 2-3 minutes on the game clock. Rock Springs, as I mentioned, again, took advantage of it, got back into it, and built a little bit of confidence and momentum heading into the half. And we'll see what kind of happens coming out of half. Again, this Cheyenne East team, unlike their lady counterpart, again, for the Lady Thunderbirds, again, Cheyenne East has had kind of their struggles in a couple games this season. Again, most notably at Story Gym in the neutral side against Cheyenne Central, where, again, during the regular season, at least the Indians, again, got the season series sweep against Cheyenne East. So, again, this East team is vulnerable, but it'll be interesting to see what second half team shows up for Cheyenne East. Will it be that first quarter team that really stepped it up? That offense got geared, especially being led by Drew Jackson. Will he kind of step up? Drew Jackson, especially in that second quarter, kind of felt like he felt the pressure again. They put a little bit extra eyes on him for Rock Springs. We'll see what happens. It's kind of coming out to be a battle, which, again, in my honest opinion, a little surprising, especially where you look on paper, due to the fact, again, Rock Springs coming in with only 5 victories here in the regular season.
And you know, something, look, the question mark for Cheyenne East is this. You have Drew Jackson averaging 15 a game, but who else, like when it comes to tomorrow, or when it comes to Saturday night in a state title game, assuming they would make it that far, who else is going to step up scoring-wise. And I think the reason I say that, because it feels like I'm looking ahead, and they're only up 7 at the half. But the reason I say that is because it's the same feel for this game. It just seems as if Rock Springs is hanging around because right now the number one dude you can trust offensively for Cheyenne East is a sophomore. And, you know.
And I think right now, again, you look towards for Cheyenne East to find at least help. Again, most notably would be Schlabs to kind of at least alleviate some of the pressure off of Jackson, especially in this contest. Jolly, what he's been able to do is, again, he's got 8 points right now. Again, go to the big. He's going to have a battle with Schoenfield on the inside for Rock Springs. Again, those battle of those Twin Towers there. Colter McAnally, we know what he can do on the baseball field. We know what he can do on the basketball court for Cheyenne East. He's only got 4 points right now. Again, expect him to kind of step it up and see if he can find some kind of easy entries or, again, those open lanes on the inside for, again, those quick kind of easy layups for Colter. So if I'm looking to, again, alleviate some of the pressure off of Drew Jackson, again, you got four very critical and necessary pieces for Cheyenne East to get that basketball, to get those points up there. Xander Hardy, again, one of the other starters for Thunderbirds right now, scoreless. Let's see if he kind of steps it up and gets a couple points on the board for Rusty Horsley and Cheyenne East Thunderbirds.
A lot of great points you just made, and it's just very interesting here with Rock Springs hanging around 28-21. T-Birds have the lead. I've had that same feeling probably twice in that first half. Now Cheyenne East about to go off and really run away with this thing. And when I get that feeling, Rock Springs hits a couple of shots, and all of a sudden they're right back in it. Right now it's a single-digit game, 28-21. T-Birds on top. Well, hey, you know what?
Yeah.
You got to give Rock Springs a little bit of credit here.
Yeah, without a doubt. Again, especially in that second quarter. Looking at scoring by the quarters for Rock Springs, only 7 points in that first, 14 in total in that second quarter. So really stepped it up, double that points for their 21 for Cheyenne East. They hit 14s both quarters at first and second. So, again, as much as we said, hey, Cheyenne East had that offensive drought there in the second quarter, they still managed to have an even quarter with Rock Springs and still had that 7-point advantage that they had coming into that second quarter. So, you know, again, for Cheyenne East, again, turnovers really haven't been an issue.
No, they have 3.
Yeah, only 3
That's
turnovers.
Incredible.
7 for Rock Springs. I think the issue is that Cheyenne East has just not been able to cash in as much as they want on those turnovers by the Rock Springs Tigers. See for that to change. Hopefully, again, Coach, at least Rusty Horsley, took note of that and, again, kind of addressed his squad at half, talking about, hey, let's take advantage. Let's get those at least get those points. Find some good look shots as well, too, on the other end.
28-21, Cheyenne East, the lead. Your second half is live, and it is next here on 1480. KRAE, we'll see it in 90 seconds. 90 seconds.
Take flight and support all the action and fun of LCCC athletics. You can find complete details at golccc.com. Go Eagles!
For nearly 30 years, family-owned and operated Lennox Auto Body, along with the Auto Glass and Detail Center, has been serving our community with quality and customer satisfaction. It's a pretty simple drill. When you want it done right the first time, call Lennox Auto Body for an appointment at 307-634-6608.
Here from, again, getting the start of the second half of this contest. Cheyenne East, again, leading 28-21. Chris, any other closing comments before we get to the start of the second half?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of takeaways from this contest so far. I think this shows how dangerous Cheyenne East is. And I think it shows how, I think it shows the chinks in their armor.
Yeah, I think
this
without
game
a doubt,
is, do you see what I'm saying? Like, this game, they should be running away with it. But you look at they're efficient. They rebound well. They don't turn the darn ball over. They do a lot of great things. That's what Rusty Horsley was talking about. At the same time, it's that explosive nature that they're kind of missing, and they remind me a lot of Sheridan.
Yeah.
Where it's that explosive nature. Now, they have the dudes that can change that. Late in it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, without a doubt. Cheyenne East, again, they have talent this season without a doubt. Again, they've just had as you mentioned, again, kind of those chinks in the armor. They have those vulnerabilities, and teams have taken advantage of it. Rock Springs has to an extent, even though, again, they trail by 7 points. Hopefully Cheyenne East on the offense can really pick it up here in the second half and, again, pick up the victory and move on to the semifinals.
28-21 T-Birds. They start the second half with the first possession. Jolly spins in the green paint. Turnaround jumper, and he hits from 8 feet out. 30-21. Cheyenne East extends that lead to 9. 7:35 to play in the third quarter.
Jolly with 10 points after that basket. He's tied with Jackson for most here for Cheyenne East as they lead 30-21.
Newman with the ball, and he's going to get hit and fouled. Actually, check that. I think it was just out of bounds.
They're going to say it just kind
So
of bounced
now
off
it's
the
Rock
thigh.
Springs ball, yeah. Hit off a slabs, far side boundary. Bider lobs it in. Bider's going to be key in the second half if Rock Springs is going to hang around and have a shot. That's for sure. He's their leading scorer. He's got it top of the key right with his red and orange shoes on. Brock averages 11.7 points per game. Here's Shanefield, right low block. Misses the layup. The tip in, front rim, no. Now Jolly hits it, and Shanefield tips it out to Bider. Another shot for Rock Springs. Bider got away with the carry. He works it short corner left. Jump pass on the far side. Newman with it high right. They whip it around the perimeter to Shanefield. 1 minute into this second half, 30-21. Cheyenne East leads by 9. Another 7 minutes left in the third. Newman swings it to the near side butcher. Trenton bounces it in, and McAnally kicks it out of bounds with his right foot.
Impressive defense there by at least for Cheyenne East against Shanefield. Again, the big on the inside had a couple good, at least opportunities at the basket to get the fall, but never at least had that chance.
Here's Butcher, right low block. Bounces at Shanefield. Near side elbow jumper. Back iron strong rebound. Jolly. Here comes Cheyenne East. Moving left to right. Hardy with the basketball, left side wing. Looking for Jolly, not there. Lobs it to Jackson, who had 10 first half points. He averages 15 per game. He's averaging 16 per game in the postseason. McAnally driving in the red paint. A floater just inside the foul line. Bounces and falls off that front iron. Rebound Rock Springs. Here comes the Tigers, trailing by 9. All of a sudden, a tray. They could make it a 2-possession game. Here, Casper College with everything on the line. Butcher, near corner. He could take that tray, decides not to. Back to Newman. He shovels a pass back to Butcher, and he drops it out of bounds. That was not a very, accurate shuffle pass outside, but Newman probably should have snagged it.
Another turnover for Rock Springs. Chance here for Cheyenne East to expand upon the lead. Again, leading by 9. This is what we were talking about at half. Again, for Cheyenne East, they need to take advantage of these turnovers and cash in on points.
Well, Coulter McAnally is going to be called inside on the block. An offensive foul away from the ball.
First whistle called against Cheyenne East here in this half as Coulter will pick up his first foul.
Rusty Horsley is going to talk to him as he comes off the court for a brief moment. Colgan back in for Cheyenne East. 30-21, T-Birds on top, under 6 minutes left, third quarter. Here's Shanefield high left. Shanefield looking for Bider, not there. Fires a pass Newman, a spin move. Drives, bounces it inside, and it's knocked out of bounds. It's off of Jolly.
5:44 remaining here in the third, 30-21. Again, for Cheyenne East with the lead. Again, they are trying to make it to the semifinals here in the Class 4A state tournament, live here in Casper.
Bider with it, far corner, splits the double team, driving baseline, spin, jump hook, right hand, pinball's off. Boy, that was halfway down. Rebound Jolly. Here comes Cheyenne East up 30-21. Slabs drives left baseline, got it poked away. It's out of bounds. We're going the other way.
So both teams back-to-back turnovers. Chance here for Rock Springs, trailing by 9.
30-21 Cheyenne East leads. 5:24 to play in the third quarter. The pesky Rock Springs Tigers hanging around here. Here's Shanefield. Between the rings, holds the ball with his black shoes, orange shoelaces. Kicks it to the far side. Butcher almost lost it. And he's out to Wiley, out front right. Wiley to Shanefield, top of the key. Shanefield works with a right-handed quadricep high dribble, shovels it back behind him to Newman. Newman, top of the key. Works to the elbow, crosses to his right, back to the bucket, a floater from 10. That was halfway down and rolled off. Boy, that rim is tough, and it has been all night. Here's Slabs, right side wing. Good for Cheyenne East, though. Here's a drive. Hardy, Colgan, baseline jumper from 15, front rim short. Rebound tapped out of bounds.
Yes, it's going to be
going to Rock Springs, I believe. Yeah.
Wow. Again, both teams had great opportunities. That basketball wanted to fall through, but spits out. Again, that is how hard offense has been to come for both teams here this late evening. 30-21, though, advantage Cheyenne East. We have seen that a many times on the JUCO side, whether it's like college down here for yourself, Chris, or again, LCCC. Again, these baskets, very tough.
They are. There's Shanefield, top of the key. Divider, near side wing, guarded by Slabs. And now a pass is errant and out of bounds. Rock Springs simply turning it over too much. Dalton Thomas throws it away into the Rock Springs bench there, timeout. And Bill Rosette, I'm sure he is going to talk about those very same turnovers I just talked about. Turnover is probably the most odious word in basketball. 4:27 left third quarter. Cheyenne East 30. Rock Springs 21. Everything on the line here in round one of the state tournament. You're listening to high school basketball on 1480 KRAE.
For nearly 30 years, family-owned and operated Lennox Auto Body, along with the Auto Glass and Detail Center, has been serving our community with quality and customer satisfaction. It's a pretty simple drill. When you want it done right the first time, call Lennox Auto Body for an appointment at 307-634-6608. Lennox Auto Body at 1020 Dunn Avenue. And the Auto Glass and Detail Center. Remember, it's not clean until it's Lennox clean at 617 East Pershing Boulevard.
Lennox Auto Body. No shortcuts, no compromise.
4:27 to play third quarter, 30-21. Cheyenne East leading by 9. And I tell you what, man, Nick, the Tigers are hanging around in this one. I did not expect this game to be this close. At the same time, you just feel like Cheyenne East has it well in hand. And with the way this defense is playing, the 9-point lead seems pretty big.
Yeah, again, it certainly does, where for both teams, offense has really kind of been a struggle here in the third quarter. Again, for Rock Springs, they haven't put up a single point yet on the board. They're still stuck at that 21 that they had at half, 4:27 remaining. Again, absolutely. It's only a 3-possession game, but right now for Rock Springs and just the offensive struggles that they're having here in this quarter, yeah, it does kind of feel like an eternity.
East with the ball, moving left to right. Garrett Slabs with it out front left. He sends it to the far side to Holly, over to Jolly, top of the key. To Drew Jackson, the super sophomore, lob on the back door. Tried the little alley-oop, and the ball is going to be ricocheted out of bounds in the second row in the red seats on the far side. Well, I think you just mentioned something very key in this one. You mentioned that Rock Springs hasn't scored in this third quarter yet, but Cheyenne East hasn't scored a lot either, and Rock Springs hasn't taken advantage. And when you're the underdog and you're trying to get an upset, these are the moments you got to take advantage.
Yeah,
it's probably...
Yeah, without a doubt. You can't afford to go at least scoreless again now for half of the quarter. Absolutely, again, to take down these top seeds, to pull off the upset, absolutely. You got to fire on all cylinders.
Slabs in the red paint. Back to the bucket, over to Mirich, now back to Jackson. Jackson wants to reset out front right. He fires to Hardy, right side wing, back to Jackson. The sophomore holds the ball on his right hip, now above his head. He'll lob it past Jolly, right wing. He's setting it up here. Jolly swings it to Jackson, who fires it inside. And, ooh, that was almost a near steal by Rock Springs, but a foul was called. And they're going to call that on the Tigers. Let's see who they get here. That's going to be the first team foul on Rock Springs.
As that foul.
It's going to be on Stauffer.
Yeah, Stauffer will pick up his first foul. Score is still 30-21. Chinese with the basketball, though.
Slabs to inbound it. Jolly, right low block. Throws it up, right hand off the glass. Through the nets. He threw it up over Shanefield. 32-21. Cheyenne East has their lead back up to double digits as they lead by 11. 3:23 left in the third. Here's a drive. Wiley fires the pass too wide to Butcher and out of bounds on the red and black baseline. On the black baseline, Thunderbirds is painted across in red, shadowed in white. On the other side, Thunderbirds painted across in red, shadowed in white. Here's Slabs, far side. He works it to the top to Mirich, to Jolly. They whip it around the perimeter to Coulter McAnally, near side corner. McAnally, a waist-high left-handed dribble. Dribbles once over to Jackson, left wing. Jackson setting it up, fires to Mirich on a cross screen. Inside McAnally, he hangs and he hits off the glass, through the nets, and the foul. Beautiful offense that time on the cross screen by Cheyenne East.
Beautiful effort. Again, that was strength on the inside there by Coulter McAnally to get that one to fall. Second foul whistle against Rock Springs, as that one will go against Butcher. He'll pick up his first foul.
McAnally averages 9.6 boards per game, just coming off an knee injury. The 6'4 junior will play baseball for the Utah Utes. You know, he was originally committed to play at Mizzou. Got out of that one, and now he's going to play for Utah. He's still a junior. He could change again. You never know. Here's a drive in the red paint, a floater, right hand, got it. That was a big shot by Brock Bider right there. The Tigers needed that desperately. 35-23, T-Birds up 12. 2:39 left in the third. Jolly, a high right tray. He hits! Kaiser Jolly sends a lead to 15, the largest of this game. And Cheyenne East playing well in this third period. Under 2.5 minutes left in the third. Now a drive and a block by the thunderous right hand of Jolly. Rock Springs keeps it. Driving is Bider. He kicks out Staffer. Staffer works to the foul line. Fadeaway jumper from 16. Front rim short. One-handed rebound. McAnally. Here comes Cheyenne East up by 15 points. Jackson driving baseline. Finger roll. Yes! And the foul! Beautiful move by the super sophomore Drew Jackson. Jackson in this contest with 15 points.
So basket will count. Foul will go against Rock Springs. The team's third on that impressive drive by Jackson to get that one to fall. As that foul will go against Stoffer, he'll pick up his second foul. 2:11 remaining here in the third.
Jackson's going to be a star in this state. He already is. He's a super sophomore. He hits the foul shot all net. 41-23. T-Birds have an 18-point lead, and now they're officially starting to kind of run away with this thing here against Rock Springs. They let Rock Springs hang around like a gnat, and now they've swatted at him, have knocked him down.
Offense really picked it up, and again, some key pieces for Cheyenne East really stepping up again, especially Jolly, who right now leads the Thunderbirds with 15 points out of their 41.
They must have heard me like, oh, Chris thinks we can't score a bunch, and now they have a 41-23 lead.
As we'll have a whistle going against the Eastside Thunderbirds. They'll pick up their second team foul. As it looks like that one will go against Garrett Schlabs. He'll pick up his first foul.
Rock Springs the inbound baseline left to Bider. Kicks it outside Newman. Newman tried to drive baseline. He was cut off by Mirich. Now he's double teamed. He spins into Schlabs, and that's going to be a foul on Schlabs.
So two quick ones there against Garrett Schlabs.
1:50 left third quarter, 41-23. Cheyenne East enjoying their largest lead of the night by 18 points. Now they're trying to move on to the 9 o'clock late game tomorrow evening at the Fort Wyoming Center. They'll play the winner of the Sheridan-Riverton matchup here after this one. Here's Bider, driving baseline. Underneath the hoop, a scoop shot, got it off the glass and through the net, 41-25. Cheyenne East lead down to 16. Here's Schlabs. Now front right to McAnally. McAnally drives to the foul line, bounces at Mirich. Mirich swings it to the top part of the key to Schlabs. Schlabs works in the red paint, jump pass inside. Colgan, double clutch layup, front rim, no, but he's hit and he's fouled. And Colgan goes to the line. Nick Colgan, the 6'4 senior, 60% foul shooter, averages 2 points, 2 boards per game. Drew Jackson, the sophomore, will come back in momentarily.
Fourth whistle called against the Rock Springs Tigers, as that will be the second whistle called against Butcher here.
First shot by Colgan. Got it. Cheyenne East extends the lead 42-25, 1:29 to play in quarter number 3. The winner moves on to the semis tomorrow, the Final Four. The loser is done. One more for Colgan.
Well, at least not done. Again, they move on to the consolation at least bracket.
They're done as far as the state championship. They know what I mean. They know what I mean.
But again, they still live to play another game.
Here comes, yeah, but it gets confusing.
They're playing for fifth place.
It gets confusing when you say they're not, people think it's a double. I was asked before, is it a double elimination? You see what I'm saying?
I guess, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Nice little debate here on the first debate of the night between us. As Rock Springs scores, 42-27, Cheyenne East up 15, 1:03 left in the third quarter. Here's Mirich to McAnally, high left. Now back to Mirich, left side corner. Mirich at the top, Jolly, top of the key tray, front rim short. Excuse me, that was Hardy who took the tray. And now a loose ball foul is called, and I believe that's on Cheyenne East. Well, Cheyenne East leads 42-27, 52 seconds, third quarter. Nick, this is what we were looking for from this East team, was what they did in this third quarter. Their defense intensity stayed, and now they start making shots, and really they've just been a little more efficient on the offensive end.
Yeah, without a doubt, again, really picking it up. 14th foul called against the Thunderbirds there. Drew Jackson will pick up his first foul. As we are approaching 40 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
Here's Stoffer, top of the key. He's going to give it up on the first side to Newman. 36 seconds left in the third. 15-point East lead. Oh, a bounce pass telegraphed. Intercepted on a hop, and then a frustration foul by Newman as he fouls Coulter McAnally with his white headband on. 33 seconds to play third quarter, 42-27. Cheyenne East leading by 15.
As that will be the fifth foul called against Rock Springs Tigers.
We'll see what East does here. I think they'll try to hold for the final shot with 25 seconds left in the third, but Biter comes out on Hardy. Hardy's going to send it back to Jackson. 5-out look here for Cheyenne East. Jackson works to the top of the key to Mirich as they will try to hold for the final shot with 14 seconds to play in the third quarter. And Cheyenne East leading 42-27. Mirich dribbles up to break that 5 count. Now finds McAnally left side. McAnally will bounce it to Jackson between the circles. Now to Hardy with 2 seconds left. Left wing tray, short front rim. Rebound tapped out of bounds. That's the end of the third quarter. We go to the fourth. Cheyenne East 42. Rock Springs 27. The T-Birds in control. You're listening to high school basketball on 1480 KRAE. See ya in 60.
Mary's Mountain Cookies at 315 West Lincoln Way, home of the tastiest traditional gourmet and ice cream-filled cookies in Wyoming, salutes the student-athletes of Central, East, South High Schools and LCCC, and wishes them the best of health and success. Their dedication, self-discipline, and enthusiasm are an inspiration to us and the entire Cheyenne community. Give your taste buds a treat at Mary's Mountain Cookies, 315 West Lincoln Way, open every day.
Are you looking for a pharmacist who will actually take the time to talk to you? Then come to Medicap Pharmacy. We're dedicated to healthcare only, which means we'll fill your prescription quickly, and then we'll make time to listen, answer your questions, explain your prescriptions, and tell you about possible drug interactions.
Medicap Pharmacy. We'll always make time for you.
Medicap Pharmacy, 1947 Bluegrass Circle, next to Texas Roadhouse in Cheyenne. Or call 635-3712.
Cheyenne East all over Rock Springs.
Again, really picked it up on the offensive side there in the third quarter for Cheyenne East. Again, had a bit of a lull at least halfway through, but really stepped it up there again and found kind of that offensive rhythm, picked up on a couple of Rock Springs turnovers, and really put on the afterburners where right now for the Thunderbirds up 42-27. Again, 8 minutes remaining before their date with Destiny in the semifinals.
And we talk about the Cheyenne East offense. I think what's interesting, Cheyenne East is #1 in the state in rebound margin. But check this out. They're #1 in offensive rebounds, and they average 11.7 offensive boards per game. That's #1, by the way, by a lot, by over 4 rebounds. And they're #1 in second chance points. That is kind of their equalizer with this offense. If that can continue towards the state tournament, they'll have a lot of success. 42-27, Cheyenne East up by 15. 7:49 left in the fourth quarter. Jackson to McAnally. To the foul line, shovels it back behind him to Jolly. Jolly drives, jump stops, that's a charge. Taking it that time is Newman.
As that will be the 5th foul called against Cheyenne East.
Both teams with 5 team fouls.
Sorry, as that will go against Jolly. He'll pick up his 2nd foul with the charge.
42-27, Cheyenne East on top. 15-point lead, Rock Springs with the ball, and Rock Springs desperately needs to make a move. They are running out of time here in Casper College.
Every possession matters at this point for Rock Springs if they want to get back into this contest, have a chance at winning.
A deep corner tray by Thomas, front rim short. Rebound tapped around, East has it. Jolly comes up with it. He finds Hardy. Hardy to McAnally. Left side corner, McAnally to Jolly. Jolly back to McAnally. He's going to bounce it into Slabs. Left low block. Slabs bangs in there, throws it up and scores it. A collision, no call. Slabs okay with it as he scores the rock. 44-27. T-Birds have their largest lead. They lead by 17. 7 minutes to play. Fourth quarter. Turnaround jumper, Biter. Baseline left, back iron strong. Rebound East. Here comes the T-Birds. Here's a drive. Jolly tried to dunk it in, and it falls in off the back iron. Well, I'm not going to give him the dunk, but he gets the 2 points.
A very errant dunk that, again, it rimmed up, or at least bounced up, fell through. It still counts, though.
Schoenfeld drives in, and that one's going to count, too, as he hits the finger roll off the glass through the net. That is an and one for Isaac Schoenfeld. 46-29, T-Birds have the lead. 6:37 to play in this fourth quarter.
6 whistle going against Cheyenne East as Jolly will pick up his 3rd foul. Again, count the basket.
Shot up by Schoenfeld, his and one opportunity, all nets. 46-30, Cheyenne East leading by 16, 6:33 to play in quarter number 4. And a quick foul here by Thomas of the Tigers. Now Hayden Pafford's going to come in for the first time for East. Nick?
6:33 remaining here before the end of this contest. 46-30 advantage Cheyenne East. As Jolly will sit down with his 3 fouls.
Here's McAnally at the foul line, works to the left block, shot blocked by Shanefield with authority.
As he will
foul
pick up the
right
foul.
there. We got Shanefield and McAnally, two D1 prospects in different sports. McAnally baseball and Shanefield football.
As Colter McAnally, we will see upcoming, especially here on 1480 KRAE with his time with Cheyenne Post 6. Looking forward to, again, our partnership with the Post 6 Sixers coming up. Game starting up in April, as, again, it will be another power-packed schedule for us here on 1480 KRAE baseball-wise.
That is for sure. And, you know, when you're Shanefield, you're committed to play football at Wyoming. You see a guy like Logan Wilson come in. I'm sure that's a huge motivational thing as far as his football is concerned, because you see, hey, Logan did it. Why can't I make the league? Shanefield, a highly talented dude. Oh, there's a shoulder block on Jackson, and Jackson talking to him. He is very upset. Butcher's going to ignore him. Well, Butcher put a little extra oomph into that. Anyway, 48-30, Cheyenne East leads by 18. Yeah, he dipped his shoulder down and put it in his chest.
Again, not realizing what sports is happening out there right now. Absolutely. Hopefully he goes out for the Rock Springs Tigers football team.
Here's Jackson. Throws it up off the glass through the net. Well, Jackson exacts some revenge there with the layup. 50-30, Cheyenne East leads by 20. 6:03 to play in this fourth quarter as the T-Birds have this game well in hand. And tomorrow, again, they're going to play the winner of the Sheridan-Riverton winner. That game at 9 o'clock tonight. That's a nice shot by Stafford as he hits the tray. East lead down to 17. And now in transition, Pafford in the red paint. Finger rolls it in with the right hand. He gets his first two. T-Bird lead back up to 19. Fast-paced action here at Casper College as the T-Birds lead 52-33. 5:35 to play.
Back and forth we go.
Here's Shanefield over the shoulder catch, right low block. He's hit and he's fouled. They're going to call a block there. That could have gone either way. Shanefield to the line.
As that will be the ninth whistle called, or at least, excuse me, seventh whistle called against Cheyenne East.
Isaac Shanefield to the line. He has his orange and black kicks. Throws it up with the right hand. Front rim bounces off. 5:33 to play fourth quarter. Cheyenne East 52, Rock Springs 33. We are live on the campus of Casper College. It's been a long day of basketball, but it's been fun, that's for sure. One more coming up for Shanefield.
52-33 advantage Cheyenne East. Again, this is the only day here, Class 4A. The state tournament will be live from this venue. Moving over to the event center coming up tomorrow.
Second shot made by Shanefield. Now driving as Jolly goes up strong, and the left baseline gets hit and fouled. So if you're thinking about coming to the Ford Wyoming Center tomorrow, you could just stay in your warm home, okay, and just flip on 1480 KRAE, you know?
This is true.
I'm just saying.
As that will be the ninth whistle called against Rock Springs.
And if you want to stay, if you're like, hey, I wonder what Thunder Basin's doing tomorrow, you can tune in on 93.3 The Legend at basinsradio.com.
There you go.
Listen to some Bolt basketball and just stay home and be warm. You don't have to get out in the cold and come to Casper.
That's true. And again, a lot of folks as well, too, working. Again, tomorrow is a Friday, so again, folks who are unable to travel down from Gillette or come up from Cheyenne, again, absolutely, we appreciate everyone tuning in. 1480 AM, 101.1 FM, 1480KRAE.com.
I would skip work. I wouldn't go to work tomorrow. It's a Friday. It's a Friday. Don't go to work tomorrow, folks. Time out on the floor. 5:26 to play fourth quarter. Cheyenne East 53, Rock Springs 34. I mean, it's still March. You have a lot of vacation days. Take the day off. Anyway, I'll see you in 30 seconds.
Let Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union help you do something good for your financial health. It's still a great time to refinance your current mortgage to a lower interest rate and save some money every month. You can do some home repairs, pay off bills, or take a family vacation. Get the details on all the options available at your local branch or on mymeridiantrust.com. The staff at Meridian Trust will make the process easy, just like they've been doing for Cheyenne since 1954.
Well, Chris, we are back as, again, we appreciate everyone tuning in on the audio side, whether it is on the radio dial, again, 1480 KRAE's website as well. Also, too, here on YouTube, where, again, we're doing the audio-only thing. Again, can't do the video live stream due to the NFHS restrictions, as they've been in place for a long time. We've discussed that a long time here on 1480 KRAE. So, again, we are bringing you at least the audio and little graphics here on 1480 KRAE's YouTube channel. Also, too, over on Twitter, at ProMan56NP. Go follow me over there. Again, go subscribe on the YouTube side.
So do you want to talk about the NFHS thing or no?
No.
Okay. We'll save that for another time.
I've already put up, I've already protested it, and I've already put up, again, a change.org thing.
Give me an hour about it.
Yeah. We'll save that for next week.
They'll never have me on again. Okay. Anyway, Newman with the right side wing. Goes around the perimeter. Schoenfeld gets the basketball, high right. Now he'll give it off to Butcher. Butcher works at top of the key. Almost lost a dribble there. He's going to get it off to Newman. Little weave action for Rock Springs, although it's going to kind of sluggish here. Bider pulls up from the foul line. Fadeaway jumper. Boy, that thing pinballed out again. That basket is tough. Now the ball loose. East has it. Here comes Cheyenne East moving from left to right. 53-34. T-Birds up by 19.
Little collision on that previous play between Rock Springs and Cheyenne East. Couple players hitting the floor, but they're A-OK. Play continues on.
Jolly with it near side wing. Into McAnally, he's triple teamed. Lost the ball. Rock Springs picks it up. Butcher has it. 4:32 left in the game. Bider with it high right. Driving. Spins in the red paint. Throws it up with the right hand. Got it. 53-36. T-Birds have the advantage. 4:22 left in the fourth quarter. Mirich lobs it to Jolly. Jolly had to save it into Mirich. He's open. A right corner tray. Front rim short. Rebound McAnally. Reverse layup. He's hit by Schoenfeld and he's fouled. Schoenfeld is not going to let McAnally get an easy look in there, that's for sure. He decided, hey, I'm going to make him earn it from the line.
That is the 10th whistle called against the Tigers. Double bonus time here for Cheyenne East. As, again, you mentioned Schoenfeld picking up the foul. He will have his second foul of this contest.
First shot, McAnally, front rim short. Coulter averages 9.6 boards per game, 70% foul shooter. Right now, Drew Jackson, the leading scorer for Cheyenne East.
At least make it, again, Kaiser Jolly, the leading scorer. Again, he's up with 17 points. Drew Jackson right behind him with 15. Coulter McAnally, again, with 8 points as of right now. Again, good offensive output by, again, a lot of these Thunderbirds here this at least late evening.
Second shot, Coulter got it. All net. 54-36. T-Birds extend the lead to 18. 4:10 to go, fourth quarter. Newman with it high left. Gives off to Schoenfeld. Schoenfeld around the perimeter. Now lobs it to Bider. Bider left low block, spin hook, right hand. He got it off the glass and through the net.
Nice little pirouette on the inside there by Bider.
Bider's got 17, doesn't he?
That he does. As we'll have a whistle, ball out of bounds. We'll stay with Cheyenne East. 3:56 remaining. 54-38 advantage Cheyenne East, as it looks like the Thunderbirds are going to move on to that semifinal.
A little pressure applied by Rock Springs. Here's Jolly up ahead to Mirich, near boundary. Slants across the timeline to Colgan. No look pass. Jackson driving right baseline. He was bumped and fouled on the baseline on the floor. He did make the layup, but fouled beforehand. 54-38. Cheyenne East leads. 3:48 to play, fourth quarter.
As the whistle will go against Newman, he'll pick up the foul. That'll be his third.
3:48 to play, fourth quarter. 16-point East lead. Colgan a chance to add to it, and he does. 55-38. Cheyenne East extends that lead out to 17.
So what we know right now is, again, both Cheyenne East teams pick up victories here today. Cheyenne East Lady Thunderbirds will play tomorrow against Natrona County at 6 p.m. And on the boys' side, as of right now, Cheyenne East will play at 9 o'clock tomorrow at the Ford Wyoming Center. Again, games we will have live here on 1480 KRAE, both Cheyenne teams.
Jackson drives the foul line. No look pass. A little too high for Jolly. Tried to save it in, but he had his foot on the black baseline. 3:32 to play in the game, 55-38. Which matchup you like better for East? I mean, you got Riverton, you got Sheridan. Which matchup you like better?
If I want the easiest route for Cheyenne East to get to that championship game, which again, that's what we're hoping for, give me Riverton then. I think that Sheridan's going to put up a tough battle against Cheyenne East. Again, that'll be a fun contest. But again, if you want Cheyenne East to have at least the best opportunity at a state championship game, give me Riverton.
A one-handed interception by Jackson, and then he lays it in with his back towards the bucket. A highlight reel play by the super sophomore. Back to your thoughts. I would agree with that. I will say this: Sheridan's probably the most interesting team in this tournament.
Again,
because we've seen them be really good, but man, lately they haven't looked good at all. I mean, they just haven't looked great. They got blown out by Thunder. They didn't play well at regionals. They were fortunate to even get here.
They're beatable again. They've lost to Cheyenne Central before, especially there in Cheyenne. So again, they are a beatable team, but again, there's something about a Sheridan team in postseason you just don't want to face, whether it's a football, basketball, you just don't want to face the Bronx.
And that's the thing, what Sheridan team you're going to get, the team that's still reeling.
That's true.
Or are they going to turn it into a whole different monster? Drew Jackson, 17 points. Kaiser Jolly, 17 points. McAnally, 9 points. Slabs, 8 points. And I tell you what, the Cheyenne East offense really, we talked about it at the half. We talked about it early third quarter. And the T-Bird offense basically just executed better in the second half of this game. McAnally snags the board. Here comes Cheyenne East, leading 57-39. Here's a drive and now a foul on the near side as Colgan's going to go the line here for 2.
As the clock stops, once again, fouls really starting to mount up and getting very tightly called here. As that'll be the 12th whistle going against the Tigers here in this second half, as the foul will go against, it looks like,
Colgan's first shot switched home. 58-39, Cheyenne East all over Rock Springs.
Looks like Thomas will pick up the foul his first.
Colgan with the gray shoes, the white Nike socks above the ankle. Second shot rolls in. 59-39. Again, Cheyenne East gets that lead out to 20.
And I think
some reserves coming in for East.
Safe to assume that Cheyenne East, again, will move on to that semifinal. For Rock Springs, they will move on to the consolation bracket. Again, a chance for them to play for 5th place.
Here come the Tigers moving right to left. Wiley with it high right. Now he's going to drive right baseline. Spins a pivot pass Bider. Open high right tray. Got it. Nice shot by Brock Bider. He's had a nice game for Rock Springs as he has 20 points. 3:02 left in the fourth quarter. Cheyenne East 59. Rock Springs 42. We're going to take a 60-second timeout. I take that back. A 30-second timeout. A 30-second timeout. This is 1480 KRAE coverage of high school basketball.
If you own a home or property, you have at some time experienced a systems failure, always at the worst possible time. If that happens to you, just call Merritt Plumbing and Heating at 638-0749. Randy Merritt has over 35 years experience of plumbing and heating service. Merritt Plumbing and Heating and their entire crew have one mission: to provide homeowners and businesses throughout Southeast Wyoming with reliable, affordable, and honest services. For plumbing and heating, commit this name to memory: Merritt Plumbing and Heating. Online at merrittplumbingandheating.com.
59-42, Cheyenne East leading Rock Springs here by 17 points. Got to give it to Rock Springs. They played really hard. They've given a lot of effort. But Cheyenne East a little too much for them.
Give credit to this team again, coming into this again with only 5 victories. You figure that Cheyenne East should cruise to a victory, which again, they are up big right now. But again, Rock Springs, they're a gritty bunch. They've been battling the whole way through.
Here's Mirich out front left. Bounces in on the far end. East working the basketball around. Here's Jolly with 2:44 left in the ball game. He has 17 points. They whip it around the perimeter. Mirich, top of the circle, spins and peels over his right shoulder. Driving in, left baseline shot, no, front rim. And the rebound tapped back out to him. He drives in, reverse layup, got it, and the foul. Brenton Bowman scores 2, and now he has a shot to make it a 3-point play.
So count the basket, 61-42 right now for Cheyenne East. Foul will go against against the Rock Springs Tigers. That one will go against, it looks like, I do believe Thomas will pick up that foul. That'll be his 5th, so he will exit this contest.
Thomas fouls out, and Cheyenne East gets out to a 19-point lead. 2:29 left, fourth quarter. Bowman to the line, dribbles it in the red paint. Slight knee bend, throws it up, scores it.
Next contest after this one wraps up again will be the final of this quarterfinals here in Class 4A of the state tournament. Again, Riverton versus Sheridan here live at the Casper College. 62-42, 20-point lead here for the Thunderbirds.
Under 2.5 minutes to play in this game. Rock Springs moving it right to left, as they are going to lose and be out of contention for a state championship. Newman with it, left side wing. Drives down the right side of the lane. Scoop shot right hand off the glass through the net. And we're going to call fouls now. And one opportunity. 62-44. That's a nice shot by Newman. A good move to the rack. Good step through move he has.
So count the basket. Basket is good. Foul will go against Cheyenne East. As that one looks like will go against Hayden Pafford. Pafford will pick up his first foul.
Newman back to the line. He receives the ball with his gray and black shoes. He lets it drop in the red paint, dribbles it 3 times. Spins it in his left hand. The deep knee bend, throws it up. Got it. And one opportunity by Newman. He's going to come out. He's probably done for the game. 62-45, Cheyenne East the lead. 2:16 to play in the fourth quarter. Now East beats the pressure. Colgan up the floor behind the defense. Colgan finger rolls it in through the net. 64-45, Cheyenne East with the lead. When 2 minutes dwindles off the clock, Cheyenne East is going to move on to the Final Four round of the Wyoming State Tournament. For this program, Cheyenne East has had some really good teams, and they've had some really good years trying to find that elusive state championship this year and get over that hump.
Yeah, for Rusty Horsley again and company, they've had many opportunities at it, had a couple of great athletes that, again, have gone on to play JUCO basketball, again, for LCCC, as we'll just keep it here right now, talk about, again, what's happening for Cheyenne East. Again, they've had talent many years for Cheyenne East. It's kind of similar to the football program where, again, they don't rebuild, they just reload. And, again, we are, in that reload year where Cheyenne East, their goal is to, again, get that state championship that, again, they've been oh so close. But, again, they've had a little miscues, missteps here in the state tournament, whether it's in the first round, semifinals, or, again, just being that close in that championship game. So, again, they're looking to do some of their lady counterpart, again, getting that championship back to the Cap City down there in Cheyenne. And, again, it's going to be a tough road due to the fact, again, if they make it to that championship game, Chris, you know very well what opposes them. And, again, the team that should be there in that championship game is that Thunder Basin Bolt squad that, again, really challenged Cheyenne East in that regional championship this past Saturday.
I will say it's funny because normally you want to play the clear favorite to win state early in the tournament, kind of catch them off guard.
Yeah.
Thunder Basin's different. You want to play them in the last day because on the last day they may not have those three-pointers falling. Their legs are going to be tired. It's hard to play 3 consecutive days, so that's very interesting. So East in that regard is in a good situation. Now, they're going to have a tough semifinal matchup, too, and then you got to beat Thunder somehow, some way. So this East team, they've got the potential to win it all. I think that's my takeaway from tonight, is they do have that potential to win it all, but they got to be on their A game the next 2 nights. And against Thunder, they got to be on their A++ game. 66-45, T-Birds on top.
We will see if there's any upsets brewing again coming up, especially in those semifinals. Again, we've had magic happen here last weekend on the women's regional tournament for Region 9.
There's a tray from the left wing. Stafford couldn't hit it. Rebound, Mirich. 1:18 to play in this fourth quarter. Traveling violation called. It's been kind of a slow-moving fourth quarter here between these two teams because of all the fouls.
Yeah, as we look back to at least, again, give a quick plug to the at least NJCAA Division I Region 9 tournament on the women's side. Again, what we saw last weekend was number 4 team in the land, Western Nebraska, fall to Eastern Wyoming. So, again, upsets in the tournament has happened here before.
Let's see what happens in this last game. This last game is very interesting, Sheridan and Riverton. And it makes you wonder if Riverton does win, is it an upset?
I think so.
I mean, is it? I don't know.
Statistically, it is, again,
statistically,
with the numbers.
The way Sheridan's played late, I don't think it is. You know, because Sheridan could come out and be the team they were in the middle of the year that beat Thunder Basin and look really good doing it. Or they could come out and be the team they were at regionals last week, and then when they went to Thunder and got rocked by about 23.
As we will have a whistle called against Cheyenne East here, getting back to action. 10th team foul called against the East High Thunderbirds, as that one will go against Nathan Mirich, his first foul. 66-45, 58.7 seconds remaining here before the end of this contest.
Again, the story of this game for East, though, Drew Jackson continues to ball out, 17 points. Kaiser Jolly's had a tremendous game.
Yeah.
17 as well. For Rock Springs, I'm going to give a lot of credit to Brock Biter. What a great season he's had. The senior averages 12 a game. He has got 20 tonight. Second shot bounces off the side rim, and another whistle here.
And you kind of hear the groans from the fans here in the distance where, again, it's pretty much set in stone that East is going to win. They're up by 20. Another foul called against the Tigers. As that one, let's see, take a look. Look it down. It looks like Winder will pick up his first foul.
Well,
again, you got to love when the officials take over a game.
No comment.
A game that's already decided.
I especially love it on Game 6 for my night. I love the fouls at the. I love it when the 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock takes 20 minutes to dwindle.
You might want to tell these officials you're not paid by the hour with us.
Right, exactly. Second shot, nails it. 55 seconds to go. Let's not blow the whistle now. Here's Rock Springs with the ball. East is still trying to take that thing away. There's a stumble. The ball kicked down on the near side corner. Boy, it's a wild shot in the red paint and a rebound by East. Here come the T-Birds. Bowman's got it, top of the circle. Sends it on the far side as East pretty much has a lot of reserves in currently with 33 seconds left in this game. So Cheyenne East is going to move on here in 30 seconds. They're going to play the winner of the Riverton-Sheridan game. That game's coming up here around 9 o'clock. Then that game will commence tomorrow evening. So tomorrow evening, we will have that game. I believe we have the late game tomorrow. It'll be East versus Riverton or East versus Sheridan at 9 o'clock tomorrow. East will play Natrona if we're talking about the girls' side.
Yep.
That game would be at 6, correct? Am I wrong on that?
Yep,
that game would be at 6 tomorrow.
So, again, that's what our broadcast schedule looks like. Again, 6 o'clock and 9. East versus Natrona County on the girls' side of things. East versus pending opponent after this, at least final game wraps up, as it is a final here as Cheyenne East will pick up the victory in a decisive fashion over the Tigers. And again, we'll move on to the semifinals. Again, their game coming up tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. A game we will have live here on 1480 KRAE. Again, myself, Nick Proietti, along with Chris Brintle. Looking forward to it again. We are semifinal bound with both Cheyenne East teams. Again, looking forward to it there live at the Ford Wyoming Center. So what we'll do right now is we'll take about a 2-minute timeout, wait for stats, get everything sized up. We'll say our goodbyes and again, kind of wrap up and kind of preview again what we have upcoming tomorrow. So we'll take a 2-minute timeout as you are listening to High School Hoops State Tournament action here on 1480 KRAE.
MHP is a certified public accounting and consulting firm located in both Cheyenne and Fort Collins, offering accounting, tax, and consulting services to businesses, not-for-profit, government, and individual clients. MHP takes pride in their commitment to providing close, personal attention to their clients. They also continue to invest time and resources in continuing education, state-of-the-art computer technology, and valuing their relationships with you. MHP is a proud supporter of local and UW athletics. MHP, 314 West 18th Street, or call 634-2151. Proud supporters of Cheyenne and community athletes Paige and Zach Lane with Number One Properties would like to wish all the high school and college athletes a successful year on the field and on the court. They have and will continue to support student athletes and are proud to be members of the Cheyenne community. Contact Paige and Zach if you want to sell or buy a home. A special thank you for referrals as well. From your friends at Number One Properties, Paige and Zach Lane. Call 307-214-0827.
Tired of choosing between finances and family time? Platte Valley Bank can help take care of everything without missing anything. With our online and mobile banking, you can experience immediate access to check your account balance, pay bills, transfer money, and even create a budget. When life has you on the go, Platte Valley Bank makes it simple to take your banking with you. You're busy. We make it easy. You belong here.
Platte Valley Bank. Member FDIC.
Taco John's changed the chicken game with our fried chicken taco. Now, taste our greatest chicken innovation yet. Behold, new fried chicken tenders. Crispy, all-white meat chicken redesigned without the tortilla for a sleeker feasting experience. Optimized with powerful sauces to achieve maximum yum per dip by the 5, 10, or 20 pack. Upgrade to our newest menu item today. Fried chicken tenders from Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better. Download our app for exclusive deals.
Springs, they were led by Kaiser Jolly, 17 points in the contest. Also, Drew Jackson had 17 points in that game. Cheyenne East moves on. They'll play the winner of this Sheridan-Riverton game that's coming up here live from the campus of Casper College. They'll play tomorrow night at the Ford Wyoming Center in the semifinal round at 9 o'clock. The Cheyenne East girls are going to play at 6 o'clock tomorrow as they will play Natrona. Again, if the Cheyenne East boys win, if the Cheyenne East girls win, they're going to the state title game Saturday night.
Again, we're looking forward to it again. Those contests coming up again, semifinal. Want to at least let folks know again how the schedule is going to work as well too. Again, 6 and 9 are the tip-off times for those contests. Pre-game show here on 1480 KRAE again. we'll try to hit that 15-minute mark. Again, you are going to be busy with Thunder Basin as well, too. You have other games with the Thunder Basin Bolts and Lady Bolts. Those games kind of tucked above and in between Cheyenne East. So, again, anticipate for that 6 o'clock game a 5:45 tentative pregame show. For the 9 o'clock game, about an 8:45-ish pregame show. So, again, hopefully we will be able to at least get that on. Again, we will at least notify our board ops and everything that if anything does change. So, again, it's going to be another busy day for yourself, Chris. Again, you got 4 games. Again, 2 with us for Cheyenne East. And, again, looking forward to it again as the Lady Thunderbirds versus Natrona County, the Phillies, in one semifinal matchup. Cheyenne East boys, Thunderbirds, will take on either Sheridan or Riverton coming up in that final game of the semifinal. So, again, power-packed state tournament action as we are underway. Looking forward to it.
So Brock Bider scores 20 for Rock Springs in a valiant losing effort on his part. 3 Cheyenne East T-Birds were in double figures. Kaiser Jolly 1 rebound away from a double-double. He had 18 points, 9 boards. Coulter McAnally 10 points, 8 rebounds. And then you had Drew Jackson with this quick start. He had 17 points in this game as Cheyenne East got the job done. If this might be correct, it looks like Cheyenne East shot 57% from the field in this game.
I'd say that sounds about right.
I think that sounds about right. But here's another stat. Points off of turnovers, 21-2 Cheyenne East. You're going to win games like that. And there's the stats that stuck out to me. Your player of the game, I don't know what you think. I'd go with Kaiser Jolly, 18-9.
I'll go with Drew Jackson, especially what he did in that first half. Absolutely. We're going to wrap things up here and take this final opportunity to thank some of our fine support sponsors here on 1480 KRAE. Again, without them, we would not be able to bring you state tournament action here in Casper. I'd like to thank Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service, Wyoming Department of Transportation, Merritt Plumbing and Heating, Chick-fil-A across from Powers Field on Windmill, Pages Act Lane at number 1 Properties, 2 doors down, Kia of Cheyenne, Platte Valley Bank, Medicap Pharmacy, High West Energy, First Tier Bank, the Kiel Window Company, Mary's Mountain Cookies, Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union, MHP LLP. Also, too, would like to thank Cheyenne Package Ship, Laramie County Community College, Halliday Motors, Burns Insurance Company, Fat Boys Tire and Auto, Lennox Auto Body and the Auto Glass and Detail Center, Charles Schwab, the LCCC Flight Crew, and Taco John's, our scoreboard sponsor. Where in today it was 2 out of the 3. 2 wins by Cheyenne East, both the girls and boys. Unfortunately for Cheyenne Central on the Lady Indian side, again, they fall to Natrona County, so again, they will move to the consolation bracket. So again, as Meatloaf would say, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So again, we will take it. Again, at least Cheyenne schools, at least Cheyenne teams are competing for a state championship. Again, coming up in the semifinal, at least matchups.
You ever heard Meatloaf sing the national anthem?
No.
It's phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
His national anthem is one of the best I've ever heard, but that's beside the point.
Unfortunately, again,
God rest his soul.
R.I.P. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. For myself, Nick Proietti, along with Chris Brintle, again, appreciate you. Again, what you've been able to do with us.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you guys having me.
We will be at least all the way through, again, as the Cheyenne team does advance forward. So, again, we're looking forward to it. So, again, we will back at it again, 6 and 9 o'clock tomorrow here on 1480 AM, 101.1 FM, 1480 KRAE.com. So, outside of that, Chris, any last words?
Well, I just want to thank you guys for having me. It was a pleasure to work with you, and we'll work again tomorrow. Join us tomorrow for more exciting state basketball action. I appreciate you guys. We shall see you.
Absolutely. As now we will send it back to the house. Again, thank everyone here at Casper College. Thank again our production crew at least at the house, getting everything pushed in the right way. So with that all being said, for myself, Nick Proietti, along with Chris Brintle, again, we will wrap things up here from Casper College, where again, Cheyenne East, boys and girls sweep. Move on to the semifinals. Cheyenne Central unfortunately loses in game 1, as we will return to regular programming as you are listening to High School Hoops right here on